The Honourable Member for Oshawa.
Through you, does the Minister believe our justice system puts the needs of criminals ahead of victims?
Honourable Minister.
We have a well-developed justice system that balances the individual rights of those accused with the collective rights of Canadians.
The Honourable Member.
So you're saying victims' rights and criminals' rights are balanced?
Again, through the Chair, the Honourable Minister.
It's a balancing act, and I can assure the member that the rights of victims are crucial for us.
The Honourable Member.
Do you think victims are adequately respected in the Canadian criminal justice system?
The Honourable Minister.
We can always do better.
The Honourable Member.
Should victims be granted more rights than they currently have?
The Honourable Minister.
I'm open to having conversations on what that could look like.
The Honourable Member.
So I understand offenders who have been convicted of violent crimes do have rights. They're given access to many services and resources, including, and there's so many, I'm going to read them very quickly. I have to take my glasses off for this. Substance abuse treatment, anger and violence management, sex offender treatment, cognitive behavior therapy, education and literacy programs, employment skills training, psychiatric care and counseling, addiction treatment, risks and needs assessments, housing and employment assistance, life skills and parenting programs, all of course at the cost of Canadian taxpayers. Can the Minister tell me, of those list of services and resources, are they provided to victims of violent crime as well?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the issues that are identified by my friend opposite relates to those who are incarcerated. It is essential that those who are incarcerated when they come out are reformed and have the skills to be able to cope back in society if and when they're released.
The Honourable Member.
So what about the victims? Do they have any sort of need when they're in society after being victims of violent crimes?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, it is essential that we support those who are survivors and victims of violence, not just violence, but who are impacted by the criminal justice system.
The Honourable Member.
So offender supports are centrally coordinated and funded, while victim supports are quite fragmented. Do you think that's fair?
Through the Chair, the Honourable Minister.
A lot of this is undertaken by the province, Mr. Speaker. If you look at the work of CSC, it's done centrally across Canada.
So clearly the Minister won't take responsibility. So earlier I listed a number of services and resources which offenders receive. Can you name just one from that list, just one, that victims receive?
The Honourable Minister.
Unfortunately, I didn't write that down, Mr. Speaker, so I can't recall exactly what those were.
The Honourable Member.
I'm happy to read a few of them. Cognitive behavior therapy, education and literacy programs, psychiatric care and counseling, addiction treatment, risks and needs assessment, employment assistance and parenting programs, and all sorts of things like that. Is there one thing in that list that victims have access to?
The Honourable Minister.
Support for victims ought to be quite different. I know there's mental health supports, there's supports with counsel, there's supports that are embedded as someone goes through trial, and it is unique to survivors and victims that are quite separate from someone who's incarcerated.
The Honourable Member.
Earlier I listed them all, and clearly you can't name one. Is that correct? You cannot name one?
Through the Chair, the Honourable Minister.
I've contextualized that answer, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member.
So clearly we don't have any answers for that. So are you aware of any time in the past, let's say 5 years, that a victim was denied their right to attend a parole hearing?
The Honourable Minister.
I'm familiar with the instances, yes.
The Honourable Member.
Okay, so in these instances, we know that even a pandemic could not revoke an offender's rights or alter the date book in any way. So why were victims not afforded that same right? The
Honourable Minister.
That is a matter that should be dealt with by the Parole Board, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member.
Can I ask the member if he has ever seen a letter from the Parole Board to a victim of crime?
The Honourable Minister.
I have not, Mr. Speaker, in the last 3 weeks in this portfolio.
20 seconds remaining. The Honourable Member.
In one of these letters to a victim of crime, her father was bludgeoned to death by an axe murderer in Oshawa when I was a teenager. She was told that they would make a decision and that...
The Honourable Minister in 5 seconds.
I'm sorry to hear that, that she's impacted by this, Mr. Speaker.